Mhm. Hi. Today's been a really good day. Yeah, Omega is in a good mood. So I decided to go live, at least for a few minutes. We'll see how it goes. He's been brushing his hair, and he's got short hair, so it's easier than. Oh, I used to raise long-haired cats. There we go. No, come here. Come here. You're staying with me. Oh. You're very photogenic, by the way. Yeah, you know what photogenic means? You're good for the camera. Or the camera's good for you, rather. Purring. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. As I was saying, I used to have long-haired cats. Ooh. Persian specifically, so their faces were a little bit harder to clean. So we had to do that a bit. They were a bit harder to groom. Omega is easy to groom, relatively. Keeps himself clean. We just help him brush his hair, basically, and he's good. Um, Along with the other stuff. I want to get him a cat tree, but we're gonna have him be in the cellar. Once the cellar is finished a bit, we're gonna put down a flooring. Um, so I don't know how long that project would be. I'm just gonna get a contractor. Hi, hi. How you doing? We're gonna get a contractor and get that all done, and that way it'll make the cellar more habitable. And then I'll probably be working on YouTube from there. And then I'll probably actually just bring my bed and bed frame and everything down there into the office and bring the office out, um, and I'll work in the main area. Put a little lighting down. Oh, probably two power strips at least. And maybe I'll make it into a game room over time. Who knows? Um, we'll probably Not sure. We'll probably be selling the house at some point. I don't know when, but it's been discussed. Or we may rent it, or we may keep it and rent it out. So we're not set on either option, but we shall see. And we may be getting more cats, but again, we don't know yet. My thinking is that the seller would make the cats more manageable because if you put the tile down, any accidents that they may have can be cleaned up pretty easily. They won't be allowed to the office, and it's cool down there. So any complaints about the heat, any problems with the heat, and I know we have them too, those should be mitigated. And then cold, well, it's sort of the same thing. It's not too cold down in the cellar, but there'll be places to get warm. Um, Anyways, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna also seal the insulation away so there's no fiberglass in the air. That's just not pleasant. But and I want YouTube to be along for that journey. That my followers can watch this and maybe participate in some way. Ooh. Hmm. Ooh. Mm. Mm. Um, we're doing well, I think, with cleaning, doing it more frequently, just keeping ahead of things a little better. But I think this move to the seller is in the best interest of everyone. Um, yeah, and then yeah, we can explore from there. I've always wanted to have a cat colony, not a wild one, but probably several cats living in an area. And you got to remember with that, um, the male cats do almost all of the marking their territory stuff, um, and making messes. So, um, getting them fixed is often a good idea, or at least or all but one, maybe. But we will see how that goes. Um, let's see. Oh, I applied for a job last week at a restaurant. It was actually, I think, 4 jobs. So any one of them I may be able to do. Um, they said I'd hear back in a couple of, they'll make the calls in a couple of weeks or within a couple of weeks. Um, yeah, because it's a busy place, and I think it's very likely that some of the jobs can be filled quickly, and some of them are not as quick because people may be moving on to another job and they've given some notice, that sort of thing. If I were to speculate, that's probably what has happened. because it seems like a well-run restaurant. I don't think there's people just flaking out a lot, because that's a sign of a not well-run restaurant. Oh, and if I get this job, it'll be incredible for me because it helps fill the week more with more work, which is I think overall good. And if there's usually some leftover food or dishes that someone didn't eat but returned, let's say. That happens occasionally. And that is what is called a staff meal or something else. Um, and that place, and now, honestly, I've been here for several weeks now, been going there for several weeks, and I'm not just ordering a salad or dessert or something. Although occasionally I do, I'll have like a dessert and tea or something. But I've ordered lots of the entrees. I've had several of them so far, plus a number of the appetizers. They're quite good. And as I've said before, there's basically a trifecta that makes a restaurant appealing, especially to for returning customers. Um, there's the menu itself. If that appeals, that's a strong incentive for people. If it's exceptional food, there's the live entertainment. Some people go to that at different points in the week, and that's a great revenue stream for a restaurant. And third is the staff. If they make people feel welcome, and not just welcome, but welcomed, um, they return for that reason as well. And if you have all three, or even two of the three, um, you'll probably have a fairly full house most of the time. This place, it has a full house most of the time. I've noticed, even on days other than Thursday, which is jazz night. So I'm very pleased, and there's multiple members of staff who I would go to the restaurant for them, just to have the great service. So it's wonderful, and I'm not the only customer I think who feels that way. So it's really it's really incredible. Yeah, I've been to a number of restaurants that have two of those components. It's rare that a restaurant has three. Oh, it has all three. And then after that, it's a matter of degrees. There's some rules. There's some general rules like um, generally higher end restaurants have fewer items on the menu and smaller menus. Um, and the ones who are more generalist aren't usually as popular. Um, but that's not absolute. I'm sure there's many exceptions that one encounters. Um, yeah. So I'm waiting to sort of lose enough weight to fit into my new clothes. One, it should be a month out or so. The other two are going to be a little longer, more towards the end of summer. So, whew. All right, we're going to wrap this up now. It's almost 10. I'm starting to relax. Well, I wish everyone a really good night, as always. And I might stream tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure, but we shall see.